One of the things that's being talked about to fill that hole and others is to kill the individual mandate from Obamacare. Does the administration want that brought into the tax debate?
So the president would like that. That's something he's encouraged them to look at. I was at a press conference yesterday at the Senate. Senator Cruz gave a very compelling pitch for that. But we'll see. That'll be one of the things that's obviously talked about and will be considered.
When you do the math on who would vote for the package, does it concern you that Obamacare could complicate things in the Senate?
Again, to me, it's two different issues, but I think the appeal of putting that in is, one, it gets rid of a very unfair tax, particularly on people who can't afford it, and it frees up a lot of money that would go to a middle-income tax cut. But having said that, kind of whether that's included or that's not included, we are determined to make sure we get the tax cuts passed.
SALT, state and local tax deductions, in the Senate bill, they're talking about getting rid of it entirely. Is that acceptable to the administration, or do you think that you end up with a bill that can't get enough Republican support?
Again, I think fundamentally we agree with the idea of getting the federal government out of the business of subsidizing the states. That makes a lot of sense. Having said that, several of these states are a very big part of the economy: New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, California, and we're sensitive to the impact on on those states. So I think that's something we'll continue to work with the House and Senate and look for the right solution. We want to make sure that middle-income people in those states also get tax cuts, and that's what the House bill allows.
The president campaigned against carried interest. Does the gimmick of having people hold it for 3 years satisfy the president's promises?
Well, the president very specifically campaigned against carried interest for hedge funds and for that industry. That's really what he's focused on. I think the House's move from 2 years to 3 years is absolutely a step in the right direction. And, as we progress through this process, we'll review, obviously, all these details with the president.
Muni bond experts say that the ban on private activity bonds would do a lot more damage to their industry than people realize, eliminating maybe 30 to 40% of the muni bond industry. And that would make it hard for localities and states to improve infrastructure, improve their local economies. Did you realize it would have that effect? And is that all right?
Well, again, these are details that are going through the committee process. When we established the framework, one of the things we felt very strongly about was that cities and states could borrow on a tax-exempt basis. We felt that was very important, and that's what's been protected in the bill.